over the tree. The whole
Oh, right,
point of
right.
us getting two things for each other was so we have something under the tree.
What's the other thing you got me?
I'm not telling you.
You know, fair enough. I've forgotten, so now it
Under the tree.
functions again as a secret gift. All right,
I mean, you gave
here's
me
a
a
link.
suggestion. I just
I've forgotten what it was.
yeah.
There's the
I know.
link. Let me know when people are ready. Uh, I am going to be playing a detective. So, from this point on, whenever I'm playing the game, I'm going to talk like this until my throat
You're.
starts to hurt too much.
It's already hurting.
Yeah, but not too much. It's just a
Uh,
mild pain.
I'm gonna make some soup while you do that,
Oh,
but
should we
I'll be
wait?
on call. No. I'll be on call.
Okay.
I'll just be
Yes.
in the kitchen.
You have to mute the stream, Subi, or turn it down low. I apologize. I literally cannot get Discord sound out. Uh, I've looked into this, and with OBS, you have to download like 2 extra programs to create virtual audio cables to split programs up, and it basically just requires a level of computer brain knowledge that I don't have. Uh, if you know how to do it, let me know. I'll gladly jump through those hoops. But yeah, I don't. I don't understand it honestly. Uh, it's the kind of effort I can only imagine going through if I was like a professional streamer. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Al streams. He's done it or something. I can I be honest. I don't know what Al does. What does Al do?
Oh, he's a streamer.
Is he actually a streamer? Like, does he have a Twitch? No, I just mean
Maybe.
Al. Like, what does he do? Like, what is his job? Or if he's in school still, what's he studying? If it's something you can tell us. If he's like an assassin, then probably don't share that information.
If he's like a CIA member, maybe don't.
I'm already on a list for them, I'm sure.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I did go to. I was at one point on a list for the Pennsylvania Department of Defense.
What did you? Oh, right, you went to that March thing, didn't you?
No, no, I just went to a screening of Gaslands, and they just basically compiled all the names of people who saw that movie as a
Uh-huh.
potential environmental extremist. I don't know if that list is still kept, though. I think they purged the records a few years ago.
Who's
Oh, he's got.
Lockheed Martin?
Oh, they're a horrible company that makes bad things. They're a weapons
Like
manufacturer.
weapon?
Yeah. Like violence things.
Oh, is he an engineer?
Lockheed Martin, I believe Lockheed Martin actually are the people who made the weapon, the missiles that are currently being used in the Yemen genocide. That
Oh
isn't
fuck.
that is not to say your boyfriend is doing that, Subi. Like, I understand that, sometimes you
Oh.
just need a job, and also like a major corporation the size of Lockheed Martin has other things that are less uh morally fucked. But yeah, no, Lockheed Martin is a horrible company. I believe there was a whole controversy because they bombed a bus with Lockheed Martin missiles. All right,
Interesting.
it's horrible, yeah, but so is pretty much everything that's happening in Yemen. Uh, let's see what Sumi's typing, and then I'm gonna hit new game. Also, I'm gonna double check, make sure subtitles are on. Graphics. I love my computer because it lets me play games with a graphics setting on Epic, which
Epic.
just I know is an exaggeration and everything, and also this game's kind of low budget, so the graphics aren't super great. But like, actually, the graphics are pretty solid. But like, it
Not
just
bad.
it sounds nice to call it Epic.
You fucking nerd.
You know, that's unnecessary. You know what, baby?
Huh?
Going into a new game now.
Okay. You go. Get a new game.
So, Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He's now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. Sumi, you're an English, like you have a degree in English and everything. Would you say that's a good intro? I feel like the word torpor is, I don't know. Okay, so it's not well written. That's perfect for Lovecraft stuff because he wasn't a great writer. He had a lot of interesting ideas. He honestly, he had some really cool ideas, and he had moments where he shined, and I liked his world building, but he wasn't actually that great of a writer. And also, no one could say his cat's name. At least no one here.
Nope.
Nope.
Your roommate might.
Evan can say his cat's name, yes.
Yes.
We can't. Fun fact, Sumi. You know what his cat was named? Don't say the full name if you know it, because that would be racist. I'll give you a hint. It's a word you can't say.
I think she got that part.
Yeah. Well, there's... Yep. N-word man. And that... Yeah, so... Lovecraft was a very strange man, and he was born in, like, 1870. And a lot of his writings... They are completely 100% guilty of the general racism in society at the time. Like, you cannot divorce his work from the reality of racism in America in the 1870s through, like, 1930s. That's just a fact of life. And yeah, that's what he named his cat, because he was a kind of a shitty person. He actually wasn't that terrible of a person, but like it was like the early 1900s, and like that isn't to excuse that racism, but like for the time period he was not exceptionally racist. Like he was not a member of the Klan or anything, I guess is something. But yeah, it's like watching anything from the early 1900s. It's so problematic. Alright, let's do this. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft.
What did he write about exactly? Was it just weird, like, mythology-esque horror stories?
So he basically just wrote horror stories, and after a while people noticed that like some of his horror stories had recurring, like sometimes he had similar names mentioned and stuff. But like generally most of his stories are not actually about the mythos specifically. It's more just about people going insane and their connections to the occult.
Okay.
So I'm in a cave and there's some dead... Are these sharks? I already forgot.
It was like an orca somewhere.
Oh, right, because this is the intro where they teach me the controls.
Poor orca.
Ah, whatever.
Wow. You're like my favorite marine animal.
Really?
Yeah.
I disagree.
What? Why?
I mean, I feel like there's better marine animals, I guess.
You're gonna disagree with me on what marine animals I like?
Yes.
That makes total sense.
Orcas are pretty cool. In my wake,
Yeah, cool.
pulled along, fate inescapably draws you on. Oh, what's yours, Sumi? What's your favorite marine animal?
What a putrid offering.
I like pinnipeds, just seals and sea lions and all them.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I will say this is a pretty good like hallway. Like looking down the hallway of this cave with all the candles and stuff, it's pretty good like horror imagery.
Now you can see all the details and not have to be hurried or you know, like last time. You proud of me and watching Rise?
Yes, yes I am. Axolotls are adorable.
Axolotls.
Aren't they like only found in like 3 lakes in Mexico or something? Like they're super rare, aren't they? So, my favorite, just right away on the replay, I love that the very first spoken line in this game by the main character is just, "I hate whiskey."
He's drinking it.
I mean, look, I can make the conscious decision right now to just start drinking whiskey, or I could not.
I mean, don't you want to get a different ending this time?
I do, and that's why I've looked up the requirements, and it turns out, I'm not going to tell you what the ending is until the end, but one of the endings, no, I'm basically a horrible, alcoholic, rebel asshole who basically works with no one throughout this whole investigation.
I thought that's what you were last time.
No, because last time I was actually nice to Drake. There's one character who I was genuinely like, yeah, let's work together.
Algernon?
Yeah. By the way, Subi, this game's set in the 20s, so the names are great. There's a guy named Algernon Drake. It's awesome.
I would name a child that. That's pretty cool.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Oh, there's a cat on my laptop.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend.
Kitty.
Husband couldn't understand it. I used to be an avid
What'd you
reader.
say?
Been too long since I've slept.
Oh, kitty cat. Kitty cat.
Been a while since I jotted down something.
Don't
other
break
than
my laptop.
nightmares.
Oh.
This is Subi. This is my web of skills. And that's a message from Cat.
Kitty.
This is
Kitty,
like,
no.
this game is loosely based on the actual, like, tabletop role-playing game. So it does actually have RPG skill progression, which is very strange.
I have business here. Wentworth Agency doesn't attract.
Okay,
top-notch
let's get to the plot.
The Call of Cthulhu.
There's, yeah, oh, there we go.
Oh my god. He really wants to lay on my laptop.
It's an interesting game.
Here, kitty cat, you can sit on this chair.
Is that
Okay, I'm skipping this dialogue because this is just the game, like, being like, okay, here's your stat blocks and some points to put into stuff.
Ah,
Oh my god.
ah,
How
kitty.
long was he on your keyboard?
He's still on it. Kitty, come on. Oh, come on, kitty cat. I gotta delete that. Hold on. Kitty message. Yeah, this is a kitty message, huh? Yes. You good kitty, huh? He missed me a lot. So he's being really, really clingy. Kitty cat.
what's wrong?
Okay.
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem
Meow.
that accepting
Meow. Oh, hey kitty.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
Would not losing your license. We're a detective agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
coming.
Look at these great character models.
They all look the same.
That is true. There's about 4 different male models in this game and about 4 different female models.
Sir, I came here
Uh,
on the advice of a person who-
There's a bunch of NPCs that are basically the main character but without a beard or different hair.
Same color too. They didn't even bother changing the color of the hair.
Free to
It's
leave,
it's a,
then, Thomas.
actually fairly low budget game.
Do you know to whom you speak?
I think I figured.
Stephen Webster, industrialist and artist.
I was telling Sumi.
All of Boston knows you. Tell me,
Oh.
Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
What the fuck did he
You come
open?
to me. It means you're desperate. Nobody believes me. They take me for an old
He almost
fool.
shut my computer down.
Sarah, my little girl,
Okay.
she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins. The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work. The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson. I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead. Find out the truth.
What kind
She
of
was mad, but I know that's a lie.
stupid detective has someone come to him and explain someone's tragic death and just assume,
I've brought all the
I can't do it. Like, of course they have a case for you.
you to look carefully at this.
Nah.
That's 90% of all detective cases in the 20s was proving someone's death wasn't an accident.
That's Sarah's dad, right?
That's, yeah, that is just such a very clearly, like, for the 1920s, that painting is insane. I love it.
On the contrary, you
This is
managed to
Skyrim.
detect some logic, a rationality to follow, so that I may understand.
It really does look like a Skyrim screenshot.
Please. All right.
She'll say in the video games.
That's all you've got? The painting? I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay. So, you actually do some detective work in this game.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
I will give you no spoilers for the story, Sumi. But supposedly, they insist that Sarah Hawkins started the fire. They blame on her mental frailty. The family died in the fire. Do mention a domestic accident, which it's the 20s, so that's how they just said that he was a violent husband. Lived a reclusive life on a tiny island. And this painting is a Skyrim screenshot.
What's the symbol?
Poster.
It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
So something I genuinely like about this game is it has dialogue options that are like signified by an unlocked lock. It says unlocked answer. Like there's a bunch of dialogue in this game that like will straight up tell you like you unlocked this because you like looked around and stuff. And that's part of what I'm interested to see on a second playthrough is like I want to intentionally skip one or two things just to see like how dialogues
react.
play out. Yeah, I'm very curious to see because it made a point of like there was a lot of actual information related to this case that was behind locked doors that I wouldn't have found had I not. Like maybe, assuming mild spoilers later on when you go to someone's house, there's a puzzle where you play a piano and you have 4 buttons to represent different keys on the piano. If you play the right combination, it actually unlocks a little drawer that has a secret related to the case. I did not know this, and I was like got distracted. Leela and I were just talking, like shooting the shit randomly, and I was just hitting random combinations.
And it opened.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes, and it just opened. I had not that. Yeah, I had not thought to think about that.
I thought you were doing it on purpose, and I was like, wow,
Well,
how smart.
I was doing it on purpose because we were just talking, and I was like, this is something I don't have to think about while we talk. Because I didn't want to progress in the story, get to a cutscene, and be like, Leland, stop talking. Story.
Right. Shut up, Leland.
Painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Oh, shit. Okay, the image in her painting, that's the image that comes up later on.
If what the police suggest about
The end?
mental state of your daughter is true.
Starts coming up. I mean, I don't want to spoil things for Sumi. But
Visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things. What do you mean by that?
she saw
I
things.
never knew what
Like the
she
hit
knew.
movie, Saw.
My daughter was an enigmatic.
And its sequel, Saw 3.
You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island.
Baby, did you remember the food in the fridge?
I put it in the freezer.
Though they mentioned
Okay,
Sarah's
thank you.
mental state was fragile. I believe you are.
You remember
right.
your rice too, right?
This case
Yeah.
is not as simple as it
Okay.
appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could be in the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
So my current quest is go to this shitty island that I did look up while playing this game. Does not exist, sadly.
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island.
I
off
think-
That way you won't have to go there.
Yeah.
Sarah
I
lived
think
there
this...
with her
Well,
son.
it exists in this game, but I just mean in real life.
Suppose you want to
I think
share
they said this is
No.
Boston?
Darkwater holds the secret
All
regarding my
all
daughter.
Cthulhu stuff has to take place on the coast. It's just a weird, like, style guide for the whole
I'm beginning to
damn,
understand.
like,
I'm willing
series
to
of
do
stories.
anything for my daughter to recover her
You
honor.
either take place in, like,
Quiet down.
a frozen tundra
On your
or a
side.
coastline.
Let's sum things up. An
That's it.
artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of
Because, like,
Monterey painting
everything is underwater.
right before her death.
Because for all of his flaws and bad writing, H.P. Lovecraft did actually predict tectonic drift.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth
Which is
about
still one of-
Sarah Hawkins' death.
I do actually
You'll be
appreciate.
handsomely compensated.
Because that is something that
I'll take the
fantasy stories need
I'll
more
go
of.
to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Mr. Pierce.
Like,
I
so
didn't expect
a
you
central
to
concept in a lot of
your
Lovecraft stuff is the idea that there's like these ancient cities by civilizations from millions of years ago. And like you'll hear that sometimes in like fantasy stuff, like these entire races and
I think I've got a book on
like
it.
peoples that predate humanity
No doubt
entirely.
find some
But
information
Lovecraft
inside.
kind of like had heard the at the time fringe theory of continental drift and assumed like, well, when they built these cities, the world was entirely different. Why the fuck would they still be above land? Like the cities we build nowadays are only like 20 feet above sea level.
Do you think eventually?
Yeah, so like that's part of the thing is that like a lot of these cities have now ended up. There wasn't landmass in what's now Antarctica during the period of Pangaea. I don't remember how it's pronounced. Soon to be 19. Oh, praying for 20. We only need to hit 5 feet of water rise to just get rid of Florida entirely. I'm excited. All of it gone. Then we'll be rid of Florida and the world will be better. I kid. But yeah, like
I know you're not kidding.
yeah. But like so in Pangaea, like if these ancient alien peoples built a city, like it could have drifted down into Antarctica. It could have and that's why it's forgotten is cuz it's in places people don't go. Cuz I think I mentioned this to you, but like the thing I hate the most in a fantasy like story or world building is the idea of like this is this lost ancient city. Oh, where is it? It's just like just hidden in some mountains.
Over there
Yeah, like it's just come on.
by Joe's house.
Dave's climbed a mountain and looked over the edge. He'll see it. Come on. Oh. So yeah, there's there's two stats that you can only improve through looking in the environment: medicine and occultism. So you basically have to
I
just
used to be an avid reader.
find weird stuff. Everything else you can upgrade. That said, I found apparently strength is useless. I never got any use out of it, and I'm still not sure what it does. I went a whole playthrough. At no point did strength seem to come up.
You just didn't beat up enough people. Obviously.
You know what, Sumi? I like the way you think. I am going a full strength run.
I
I...
don't want to encourage that.
It's too late. Sumi encouraged it, and she's a genius trailblazer.
Oh.
That's why she's gonna play next season for the Trailblazers, which I believe is a basketball team.
Is it?
One sec, I'm Googling that. Apparently, I was just talking to Grace and I was like, hey, so I'm just hanging out with Leland and Sumi if you want to join. And Grace is listening to music, but she's got the link open and can hear us. So, hi, Grace.
Hey, Grace.
Sumi, if you want to type hi and then I'll communicate that. Sumi says hi.
We're almost there.
Now, Sumi, that's one of the 3 male models in this game. Again, they have like 4.
Very diverse.
It's an island of inbred white people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no offense to white men, but we do all kind of look generic and similar. I don't know why I'm saying no offense to white men. I'm the only white guy here, but
You mean white people don't all look alike?
no, we do.
Oh.
Hey,
yeah,
you
yeah.
actually want to know a fun thing that I'm going to get to do tomorrow?
What?
For my TC history course, like, I'm giving a presentation on CLR James. For reference to Sumi, he's a black socialist. So
Guys coming to unload.
I'm the only white person in the room. It's like a 85% black class. And while discussing CLR James, because this happened in the late 30s, when he met with Trotsky to discuss what is called the Negro question, that's just what they called it. But I get to stand in front of a room full of black people and say the phrase, the Negro question. Because I'm not gonna rewrite history or change what he wrote. And I mean, if he had said the N-word, then yeah, no, I wouldn't say that out loud. But like, it's a weird experience to be like, I have to say that in front of a... This is the only white person. This is awkward.
Good luck on that.
You know what?
No, I mean, it's a good discussion, yeah, with Trotsky, because that's what led him to break from traditional Trotskyist thought. I'm going to stop now, because leftist politics are insane.
As for me, you'll find me at the house.
The second any human being says the phrase dialectic
If it's the
to you,
Hawkins
just
family
leave.
that brings
Walk out
you
of the
here,
room.
I have
It's
a
not
pile
worth your
of
time.
documents that should interest
Just
you.
go.
Just
Understood.
leave.
Run.
Going for a look around the docks.
So welcome to Dark Water. This game does take a bit to get truly spooky, but it's worth it.
I mean, the beginning was kind of spooky.
It was. I mean, I actually don't remember how long it takes to get spooky, but I think it comes up fairly soon. But like, this game does a good effort at the slow burn, like building up how unsettling this world is. You can't hear it, but right now you can. There's in the audio. There's sailors chanting a sea shanty, and it's an ominous sea shanty.
Be careful.
Oh, I love her.
Let's get him another drink. Let's try.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Alright, I told Sumi I'm going in all-strength play, so I'm going to intimidate this man.
You
Really?
saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way.
Look, I'm just
Speak then.
establishing to this bartender that I'm allowed to kick people's asses. It's fine.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on.
My ba.
Because of a little tussle.
Oh, the
Making
Boston
it here is a
accents.
privilege, and I grant the privilege to
Are you gonna
whoever
get
I want.
kicked out of the bar?
Anything else?
I don't know. I did walk in and kick, like, shove a man's head onto the bar, so honestly, maybe. It wasn't a good introduction to this man.
The stranded
Nope.
whale.
What can I name when I
It was... What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then
That's...
I don't want to speak ill.
Sumi, is that how you introduce yourself to people at bars? Is you just slam someone's head on the table to establish dominance?
Sounds dope.
I have seen Sumi's face. I can confirm. I've seen Sumi. I can confirm she's buff as fuck.
Oh fuck.
She is. There's muscles for days.
On her face?
There's like face in the enough of the upper body to tell that she's goddamn jacked.
Oh.
Like, I honestly believe Sumi could punch through my rib cage.
Wait, are you joking?
Yes, I am.
I was like, wait a minute.
I did not know you were 5'4", Sumi, but yeah, that actually, Sumi, that means you're not the shortest person watching right now. Because Grace is here. And Grace is shorter than that. Hi, Grace. I've met you in real life. I know you're short.
Why you gotta rub it in people's faces?
I
like
mean,
that?
look, Grace's height is efficient, is what it is. Her body grew as much as it needed to. It's not like mine, where it just grew excessively for no justifiable reason.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it?
Exactly. Grace will live forever.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
immortal.
it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman.
I have no idea if
child,
Grace is actually still listening, but if you are Grace,
whose
you will live
outward
forever,
papers
according to
were set
Sumi.
herself. Who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Okay,
I've
let's
got what I need.
Anything
stop
else?
learning about Sarah Hawkins. So, just a establishing reminder about the setting and time period. This is during the 20s, so Prohibition is,
I
like,
didn't expect to find
in
alcohol
effect.
on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
just because that is a... Yeah,
Our source of
that's a
supply
big
was
part of our history that
trade.
people do tend to forget about, because Prohibition was actually a pretty short period, but yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, Prohibition was a horrible point in our history. Like, it was the rise of, like, organized crime in power and politics and stuff. Like, so much corruption. And also, like, yeah, everyone got way more drunk than when Prohibition wasn't a thing.
Do you know where?
Because it's like people who do drugs in Japan.
Darkwater Harbor.
If you're gonna go to jail for it anyway,
I see.
you might as well do meth, which is
If
what
I were you, I
people
would
in
hang
Japan
around.
do instead of smoking weed.
Why not?
First off, there are
So in
rumors.
Prohibition, you drank
Sailors
moonshine
around
instead
here
of beer.
say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse.
Also, that's a fun fact about
Trees,
Japan.
that sort of thing.
Fuck it, let's just do meth. It's the same jail
That's
time.
not all. There's the fate of its
Okay,
owners and all the
Sumi, I need you to
superstitions
tell
that
me,
go with
for
it.
sure. Are you saying that meth is 5 steps ahead of weed?
Anything else?
That's your phrasing, so I can quote you later.
That'll be all for me.
Alright, so Sumi is pro-meth. Baby, what's your stance on methamphetamines?
Sounds cool.
Yeah, meth sounds cool.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, look. This guy comes up later. It's Algernon.
Oh.
I remember there's no point in talking to him, so
What you looking at,
let's just
stranger?
talk to this sexy lady. I know, right? Algernon is such a good name.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Kind of want to name a
Tell me
Final
something
Fantasy
I
character
don't know.
that.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this.
Just don't name an Al-Ra that, because that feels a little patronizing.
Disturb her.
Wow.
Let me drink.
What, Drake?
stranger.
Dragon? It's just,
Way to ruin all the fun.
I told you to beat it.
I don't think there's any way to have a conversation with this woman in the beginning.
He's just there.
I remember I tried the other dialogue option. I don't think she wants to talk to you, which is fair because it's her character.
We're true sirens.
Well, that's what the last names are for, Sumi, is you can name them Algernon something else.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing.
Algernon
whales off dark water.
Fish.
Dark.
Dark.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
So,
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the
important lore
Could say
for
that,
this
yes.
world
There were fewer and fewer of them.
that we might have talked over a little bit.
The biggest.
Oh, they're talking about it right now. The miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I'll be quiet.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah.
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything.
What report?
The one that's our grant.
Dang it.
I bid
Good night.
So long.
So,
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
to sum this thing up, apparently, in 1847, the whales had died. Or it died out. Whaling was and this was a whaling town, so it was a pretty big economic problem. And in 1847, they caught what's called the miraculous catch. This just gigantic whale. They were people in the village were afraid of starving. They dragged it back and they fed the town. And like it's emphasized many times in this game. This is an insane, like, there's people who are just like, that's the biggest whale that could, like, that goes beyond what we could even expect a whale could exist as.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker
Oh,
and a debtor.
actually, oh shit. Who here has Google open? And doesn't have to tab out of a game like me?
I have dirty hands.
Okay. Sumi, do you have Google open? Can you tell me what $60 in 1924 would be to us today? Because that was his tab at this bar. So this dude was a heavy drinker, but I'm curious how heavy of a drinker that is. Because I actually did not look this up the first time we played. Oh my god! Especially in like a kind of shitty port town like this, where I would assume the like prices would be lowered. Holy shit!
How much?
$855.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
How did it let him put that much on a tab even?
Well, tabs used to be a much more, especially in a smaller community, where like in a major city they didn't do tabs because it's a lot easier for you to just avoid anyone working there and never pay. But like this, I don't think they ever give you the exact population, but this is like a town of like 300 people at most, and also like he lives in a well-known manor, so they could just go to his house to get the money. Like he can't avoid them. But like
He hasn't been paying for $800.
he has not paid for $855 worth of alcohol. That's, I don't even know. That man has like a 20 in charisma to convince that bartender to let him go.
Joke around here. That suits me fine.
I do like that this is a backwater town where, like, there's just a still functioning bar with alcohol out in the open, though. Alright, let's do some detective work.
Because
Well,
that's what's important in a
This
town.
place seems half abandoned.
I mean, when you live in a dead town and
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy's got
ooh.
to say about this woman cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. I forgot about some of the really interesting
Fishing equipment.
stuff you find in here.
Could do with some restaurant.
And also a toilet.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era.
And here's where the
I guess
whaling
this
charts
black
used to
boy
be
hasn't
used.
been wiped for more than 70 years.
What are the whaling charts for?
So the whaling charts would be to, I imagine, to record what kinds of whales were catch. Like you can see they like have different whale categories or categories drawn here, and then probably like which ships caught them, when they were caught. Because I imagine like the problem with being a whaling based thing is that like you have to be more delicate with whale populations.
Right.
Because, like, they live longer, they don't produce as much, they're much bigger animals. It's like if you were to get your primary source of food from people, like, compared to a lot of other animals, people reproduce actually fairly slowly.
Right.
So, like, a whaling, they would want to keep track because the last thing you want to do is overfish whales because then it's just, you're fucked.
Then
It's
they're
not-
dead forever.
Yeah, or it's going to take, like, decades for them to bounce back versus, like, smaller fish, you can, like, I imagine it probably only takes maybe 2 years to kind of, those populations to go back.
Or even less if you're sardines, I guess.
I know nothing of sardines, but I'm going to take your word on that.
This man and Fitzroy are twins.
Now, Sibby, you live in Colorado. What's your favorite kind of fish from the ocean?
Macabre souvenir.
I mean, there's actual lake fish in Colorado, right? Or do you guys not really have? Okay.
I brought
Let's
out
talk
the
to Fitzroy.
Charles Hawkins cargo map.
River carp?
They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I got for them.
So this is in I never did actually figure out the relevance of these numbers, so I'm pointing it out now in the hopes that one of you can help me later on. But so these are manifests that were signed by Charles Hawkins, which would imply that he's importing or exporting something, probably Sarah's paintings or something. There's only 3 legible dates. The rest is blacked out. 1890, 1907, and a partial date that is unnamed. It's hiding something, but I don't remember what those... I don't think I ever found out what those dates mean.
I don't remember.
Yeah. This story gets... This story does get weird.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale.
I
Even
mean,
the antics
metal
of
is
these
good for
war
you, Sumi.
crimes don't escape me.
It's you.
Train
who
called
lays
the
down the
Mercury.
law.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last
Oh,
sailor
hey.
captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help.
I don't know if Grace is still listening. I'm tabbing out real quick to just tell her, because she did send me art earlier today that I was in class, so I didn't get a chance to properly comment on, but it's super nice. She has made serious strides as an artist.
I'm proud of her.
And Grace, if you can hear me, join this call. You don't have to talk, but just share your art with them because you've made some really, really cool stuff. Like, it's legit. She just got, like, a new tablet, and she finally has, like, pressure sensitivity
Oh, nice.
on her pen. Yeah, and it's... Oh, the change is so noticeable, and it's so amazing. Okay, she just messaged me a crying face, so she can't hear me right now. It's good work, Grace. Anyway,
Your manifests have been blacked out.
let's ask about these manifests.
Totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities
I don't
ceased altogether
remember
at the
Sumi,
end of
but
the last
is
century.
Colorado in the
I
part where
imagine
you
that
can still find
Hawkins'
like
family
catfish to
had
noodle?
Other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom.
No, it was none
Catfish
of my
what?
business.
Catfish noodling. I guess it's a Midwest thing. I learned about it from my father, who called it the dumbest thing you can do.
Oh, you just hand catch catfish.
Well, you don't grab them. You shove your hand in there and then wave it to be like a thing that a catfish will want to bite, and then the catfish bites onto your hand. And catfish do have teeth, so it punctures your skin, and then you yank it out of the water now that it's bitten into you. And that's how you noodle a catfish. And my dad described it as the dumbest thing imaginable.
Don't you need like a glove or something?
You can, but apparently people do it without gloves there. Because they're...
They just get bitten.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, its teeth, from what I understand, aren't, like, crazy. They're not like cat fangs. It's,
Right.
Yeah, they're not like wolves, but it's just enough to latch on a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
So,
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
what you up to, Sumi? What you been up to these days? Are you still playing
I think
FF
that
and stuff?
somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
I want to learn about
The miraculous catch.
the miraculous catch.
Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to
It's okay. We haven't been getting on very much
it's
either.
displayed on the
Yeah.
wall of the stranded whale.
So he's not gonna tell me. Oh, I remember all this. He doesn't tell
I
me
found
jack
a
shit.
threatening.
What? I don't.
Are you being
Not exactly, no.
with any success?
I would.
Can you not?
Don't you?
I was
I'm skipping his answers just because he avoids everything. I found a father of a man who looks like him. He says it's his dad. I ask about that blackmail letter signed by Cat. He just says, don't worry about it. He won't give me any more answers.
Stingy.
Oh.
You saw what happened. Don't hang around.
I shall take.
So I don't remember if there was like a secret in here. Oh shit, there is.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper
Where?
clipping in the bar is true,
There we go.
this bone is a real fun.
So, because remember, if in the bottom left corner there's the green question mark, that means there's a hidden thing in here. Because I've leveled up spot hidden high enough.
Oh.
Found a ratchet
but-
device.
This
But you
ratchet
don't
device
inherit your
seems to be
stats from the last game, right?
I don't. There's no new game plus, sadly.
Oh.
I could use this old.
Have you been playing any games at all lately, Sumi, or?
This
Oh
thing-
fuck! I didn't do this the first game. I didn't look around enough. There's another hidden item? Is this not enough? What am I missing?
You've
Do you
been
have-
busy with work?
That old retail hell.
sad. That adult life.
God, it's the worst, right?
Have you worked retail?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was just talking adult life.
No, have you worked retail?
Oh, to Sumi.
No, to you.
To me, no, I
Yeah.
have not.
Oh, okay.
Sumi is the one working retail.
And me.
Yeah. Well, I know that you're working retail. I'm just saying that Sumi can connect with you on this. You two can fetch about that. I can't.
Yeah, it sucks.
Why can't I pull that crank? What am I missing? This is riveting gameplay, I know, but I want to find this thing. And also, this is honestly... Streaming this is mostly just a way to kill time while we talk. So, I mean, do you have any fun or interesting customer stories lately, Sumi? Anything you can tell us about? Like, I know Leland just has dealt with a bunch of people trying to commit fraud.
Yep. Thousands and thousands of fraud.
Trying to run out of the store. I feel kind of bad for Grace, who's still listening, but she can't hear what Sumi's saying.
Is she still listening?
I actually don't know if Grace is still listening, but she was. That's why I'm like reading Sumi's messages out loud, just for reference. Is in case Grace is still listening, just so she doesn't just hear 2/3 of a conversation. Wait, oh my god.
What?
So this woman grabbed a bunch of stuff, ran, and then y'all cleaned the windows so good that she just thought it was free air. She shattered the window. Oh my god, that poor woman. That had to have hurt. Oh.
Oh.
That really sucks.
I am assuming she got caught.
No, she ran through a plate of glass and was fine.
I don't know, maybe she's like the Phantom Thieves or something, and she's super cool.
Maybe she's immortal.
Yeah.
Where is this hidden? Totally not Googling.
If you hear like water boiling, I'm just cooking soup
Okay.
for tomorrow and tonight.
So yeah, I mean, did you stop her, Sumi? Or did you guys kind of like watch her shatter a window and think she's earned this?
Where do you work, Sumi?
Looks
Like
like
what
everything
store?
is in its place. All I have to do is...
What? Sumi, can I just say, I love that your politeness
Oh.
extended to someone that was just blatantly robbing your store. But your concern was still to tell them to watch out. Also, I've uncovered a secret passage filled with green gas, so this is gonna go well.
I mean, I'm assuming Sumi doesn't care deeply
Oh
about
God.
Victoria's Secret's profit margin.
Smells harmless, but should I beware of psychotropic effects?
I didn't go this way before. This is entirely new.
You might find new stuff.
How often do you guys deal with shoplifting at Victoria's Secret? Oh. 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 Oh God. Yeah, whatever. I'll just charge towards it. Okay. I think I just died.
You're in deep water.
Oh! Okay. I don't know if y'all were watching when that happened, but that was a thing.
Was that Leviathan?
I don't know. That was some sort of a squid, yeah. Or octopus. But no, that definitely wasn't Leviathan, if only just because, like, it wasn't massive.
Oh.
Ooh, cave paintings.
This is primitive.
Don't think I needed to test occultism to say that these rudimentary cave paintings were made by primitive people. Sumi, how much do you know about Lovecraft stuff? Squids and stuff are a common theme. Because they're just very alien to any concept of land-based life. Apparently Grace is so far behind us that she just messaged me to say, "Fuck you, I'm tall."
Wow.
Which, again, don't know why she's making that claim, because I've met her in real life. She's a special girl. This is
This place stinks.
all new. Holy shit.
What's
Oh,
the
fuck, but it
connection
got me where I
between
was
this
going to go.
place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Yay.
That's really cool. Okay. So this doesn't look good. So all I had was basically the vague message to come to this warehouse. And now let's do a reconstruction scene after I check to see if I can up anything. Nope. Okay. So Sumi, here's what's gonna happen, buddy. I'm gonna challenge you to pay attention, and I will clarify if you miss something. But this game does something called reconstruction scenes. Let's see if you can piece together what was happening.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
So that's a bottle of sleeping pills I just clicked on.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? What happened here?
You can explore before you reconstruct. You can then, or you can reconstruct before you explore. It doesn't necessarily have to be either direction. Sometimes it's better to explore first. Sometimes, maybe not. I don't know.
These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins death.
So here's the... I'll wait till you're done, but curious, once you've seen everything, what you think was going on in this warehouse. They are indeed punching a mirror. And you can see there's like bloody bandages and everything around it. Yeah, that's okay. I already know the answers. That's why I'm patiently waiting. The Call of Cthulhu game is one I've always wanted to run, but I've just never had a group of people into it enough.
The board game?
Well, it's more like Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a character sheet with stats and stuff. And there's not really necessarily a board. I think Sumi's got a idea. So we've got... As a reminder, I did find painkillers and sleeping pills. Just because those were kind of breezed over. By that I mean there was like a one-sentence interaction, but they might be relevant. I don't know. Punch in a mirror. Painkillers, sleeping pills. Guy sleeping in what looks like a horrible blanket. This pose in front of a painting by Sarah Hawkins. What do you think, Sumi? Neither were expired. I believe they did specify the sleeping pills were prescribed 3 months ago. So for like, or not the sleeping pills, sorry. The sleeping pills were not given a specific date. The painkillers were 3 months ago. So whoever is in these like little vignettes based on what we can analyze, they've been taking painkillers for a while. And also keep in mind, this is the 20s. So both sleeping pills and painkillers back then, they did some shit to your body. Because at that point in time, pretty much it was just straight opium. If I'm being honest. Because, fun fact, that's the only real painkiller is just opium. Just gonna hang out until I hear what Sumi's typing up. Oh, by the way, baby, in case you know, Sumi likes mystery.
I think I noticed.
That's why I thought she'd like this game. Oh, she stopped typing. Oh, there she goes.
She's fallen and cannot get up.
Sumi, do we need to call Life Alert? Do you not have a potential explanation, Sumi? It's okay if you don't. I just wanted to see if you had any ideas. Oh, hit us. Ooh. So, was there something that you wrote prior to then they saw the painting out of curiosity, or did you just not? Can I remove the word then? It wasn't a yes or no. Can I remove the word then? Yes? Or was there something before that? Yes. Okay. They saw the painting. Stairs coming. Took some sleeping pills. Knocked over the barrel. That's a good catch with the barrel of fish guts. I'd actually kind of forgotten about that. Over the wash bin. Wait, where's it? Hey, Sumi. I will give you 0 spoilers about the plot, but I want you to know something. You fucking nailed it. That is actually a 100% summary. There's a bit more going on before this, all the painting, but yeah, no, that's actually, yes, you did. You actually genuinely did. Do you remember, maybe, who was in this place?
The guy who burned.
Don't shush. Don't say the name. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can say the guy who burned. Okay, because the painting is a bit burned. But yeah, thought you were about to say the name. The name is a giant spoiler.
Someone is settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case.
It's Officer Bradley!
Bradley!
No more.
Our bumbling friend.
Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Alright, so I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's an option here that says, threaten the police officer based on my character's strength to see whether I succeed or not. Now, I know that I shouldn't because they have a gun and I don't right now. But Sumi told me to do an all-strength playthrough. So, if I get shot, it is Sumi's fault.
You sent your men away. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I
Well,
am a
Sumi, are you
representative
ready
of
for the
law.
responsibilities?
Yeah, Sumi, you're to blame for my death.
Look what I found.
Oh, he
Can you
actually
explain
capitulated.
this painting?
That actually makes sense, because Bradley's kind of a pushover.
I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
Oh,
So
shit.
you confirm that it was
Well-
removed from the crime scene.
No, I just realized this about Bradley's character model.
I'd like to go and see the mansion.
What?
Look at his left cheek.
You want to go back along his trail?
His left, not ours.
I'd like to understand how this painting
There's a
made it
scar?
to here. Come on. My car's parked.
You
So-
never noticed he had a scar?
No, but
Andrew,
remember what that scar means, right?
open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under
So not necessarily connected to the overarching story, but they do mention that, like, Kat,
her again.
Oh, you're right.
With-
They talked about it.
that they like to
This has
slit,
nothing to do with
uh,
you, Baker.
give people essentially
Get paid,
Dahlia
I'll set
smiles
you up for obstruction.
for trying to stop their
Officer
smuggling
Bradley.
operation.
You've finally grown a pair.
Which means he's stood up to them
Too bad
before.
You're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Keep
Come
calling
on,
him fat,
you
and he's
smile.
not. It's
You
very
don't
weird.
force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
You never noticed the
Look
scar?
behind you.
I did. I just forgot that connection.
Oh,
Or I didn't
that was
make
the
it.
first thing I thought
the
of. And
building?
I thought, like, they only give one person that kind of scar. And I was like,
That's
oh, it was
the
him.
Hawkins
He
man.
did the thing.
Come on. We got some
Guess he
driving to
wasn't.
do.
There's more than one.
Okay, first off, just real quick, that camera angle where it's looking through the window is super good. And two, I'm not as smart as you, baby.
Yes, you are.
Mm-mm. Man, I'm just still a little in awe of Sui right now because she nailed it. And I'm just thinking back to my first playthrough and I was like, I went through that whole scene just be like, man, what happened here? Like, I would say I got about 60% of it, which I at the time was like, oh, okay. I feel good. Like, I got the hysterics from the painting. They're sleeping there for the sleeping pills. The wash basin was like to, and then they punched the mirror. But I'm completely, there's a bunch of it I've missed, and I'm a little jealous.
Toby, you should be a detective.
You should. I will be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Ew. Gross. Made too many meatballs. Ooh. It's a glowing doggo. Oh wait, it's a fake dog? Okay. Oh wait, no, it's real. What a good dog. It's not like struggling at all.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Hi.
You should watch the video Sumi posted.
Did Sumi post a video?
Uh-huh.
No, I posted that, baby.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw that while I was in the bathroom.
Oh.
Also, quick pause. Grace is asked to join, so I'm gonna throw her in.
Okay.
I hope that's cool. If it's not, I don't know why you hate Grace. Wow, Sumi, why don't you want Grace here?
She's too short.
Wow. Wow, Sumi. Grace is too short to add to the call?
There's a height clearance.
You know she can hear you right now saying these. No, I'm joking. Grace, Sumi would
I'm
never
not
betray
Sumi.
you. No, but we're pretending Sumi said these things, baby.
Oh.
Alright, I'm adding her. Oh, it doesn't actually end our call. Cool. And also, yeah, no, to the detective thing, Sumi's very good at it. Like, we did a choose your own adventure thing once where I put her as, like, a fantasy detective. That one we should finish, because it was actually a decent amount of fun to write. It's just hard to do that kind of thing just solely over text, because if you don't sit down straight for a detective mystery, it's easy to forget key details I offered. But yeah. Oh, hey, Grace.
Hi, Grace.
Grace, art thou there?
Hello.
I'm very behind in your stream, so I'm just gonna mute it.
I mean, you could just slap that live button.
I don't see a... Oh.
Yeah, there's like a little thing that just says live. If you click that, it'll just bring you to where it is.
Huh. Didn't know that.
That's cool. We're all learning.
Where are you?
And now we go to this totally not haunted mansion.
Sounds like a fun time. I'm playing Final Fantasy. I'm in a 24-man. My co-healer spent the entire last fight on the floor.
Are you still in Labyrinth?
Nice.
Pardon?
Are you still in Labby?
No. No, that was so long ago.
But I don't know, you might be
Nothing
having a shit run.
Doesn't take that long.
Okay, real talk. While I will make fun of this game for the fact that it does reuse the main character's character model for random NPCs in hospitals, I do actually really like the main character model. Just the hair is very 20s, I feel like.
The place has been abandoned since the fire.
A little bit.
There's only old wind
I like the trope of a private detective wearing like the long overcoat thing. I don't know if that's just me, but it just
And suspenders.
yeah, it feels right for a detective, right? Like Sumi, you were talking about you be a private detective. You have to wear suspenders if you do that. You know that, right?
I want to wear suspenders.
You don't actually need to be a detective to get suspenders.
Well, I don't want to fail the suspenders, you know.
That's a fair point.
How do you fail suspenders?
You let them
can't.
down.
You let them down. And then they're disappointed in you.
Oh, like my dad. No, I'm joking. That was dark. I'm joking. My parents are very nice.
Your dad is so proud of you, though.
I'm not the successful son, but I am the I would
Yes,
say
you are. Just in a different field.
baby.
Yes.
Baby, my brother got his PhD and master's in the same 2-year span, and now has a 6-figure job working for the a federal bureau.
Well, success in life is not purely measured by academic success and, you know...
Look, it's okay.
money.
I'm not self-conscious about it. I am the more emotionally intellectual and empathetic child. But there's no denying John is the more successful son.
Financially, yes.
Yeah.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know,
He also has a dog,
Silas
and I don't.
Winchester has been working for the
You're
Hawkins
gonna get
family
one.
as far back as I can remember. Charles was like his son.
Speaking of which, to both Sumi and Grace,
He lost his
I'm
whole
sure both
family.
of you have seen Fun by now, but I'm just going to share a more recent photo for you guys.
See, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Actually, here's a recent photo of Murph, my parents' dog, chilling in the sun.
Murph.
So I'm at the Hawkins mansion right now. There is a caretaker who survived the fire, but he's been apparently dodging people ever since the fire happened. So, like, people have seen him on the premises, but apparently he doesn't talk to people.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
So this the cop I'm talking to Bradley was working on the Bradley case.
This discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yeah.
God, what a good dog, though, guys.
Something to
Look at
say.
that beautiful dachshund.
If there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the
Yeah,
police
good
to make
pupper.
good
He's so good,
Anything
and
else?
also now he's such an old man.
Still good.
You won't get me to believe that it looks any better.
He's now
It's a
12
very
years
old
old.
building, you know?
Yeah, no, he's a great old man. I just
Holy shit, there's somebody here named Respect Women.
Nothing to do with it.
ask if they have any juice for you.
You've
They're a
already
tiny
become
Lala
nosy
fellow.
about it, would seem.
Oh, they're an
Some say
Australian.
you
I need to...
already know it. It remains to be
Shut
seen
it
whether.
down.
Let's go up.
Please. There we go. There we go.
Night falls.
I'll go with you.
All right. Do I want Bradley to come with me?
Don't you, though?
Yeah, let's have the bumbling cop tag along.
Right. Let's go.
He's not actually bumbling, but
Uh-oh.
he is naive
Uh-oh.
and kind of dumb. What's up,
Oh, we
babe?
fucked this up.
Oh, you're not Leland talking. What's up,
I
Grace?
am not Leland talking. It's in Rap and Esther. It's the chariot boss. We accidentally fucked up, and only one person is in this like locked off room. So we all wiped because he couldn't kill it by himself.
The chariot?
Bradley was right.
Yeah, the
This
second to
place
last
is
boss.
Much
Mhm.
older
Horse?
than I imagined. But the
Horse.
architecture seems
There was a locked room mechanic?
Yeah, the thing where it sanctions off ads.
All right. Sumi, here's some more puzzles for
Oh.
you. This is their graves. This is Sarah Hawkins. Lovely flowers. This is the child, Simon Hawking. And here's the dad, Charles, and you'll notice that the vases are all shattered. I wonder why.
Someone must really hate
wonder
Charles
why.
Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must
So
say,
Silas Winchester is the
So,
the servant, and he has not left the property.
Does this place inspire any thoughts?
A
you know if
Winchester.
Charles Hawkins had any enemies.
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island.
Oh,
Understand?
is definitely because like as the case notes straight up say that the fire was caused during a as they called it, domestic dispute, which was the old-timey way of just saying domestic violence. Because like it was the 20s, and like they wouldn't just straight up be like abusive husband, because I don't know, everyone was shittier back then. I don't really know how to phrase it properly, but you know what I mean. Like, no, it was not a peaceful marriage by any means, yeah.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins.
But yeah, it is interesting they were buried on the property and not, like, in a graveyard in town or anything.
Wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father?
I guess when you're rich as fuck, you can buy your own graveyard.
I mean, I guess, but it is still, like, she had family outside of this island, but her corpse is buried here.
Please give me a minute.
Someone must really...
She was so sad.
Poor kid.
Oh.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Ooh, fresh flowers. And now, despite this cop saying he's gonna come into this house with me, he is going to stand at these graves this whole time while I walk into this goddamn house.
By yourself.
Yep, what an asshole. I would say fishy, Sumi, but I honestly do think the writers kind of forgot. Because I don't remember it actually coming up why he doesn't come in. I think they just kind of forgot to, like, script the character model into coming in.
Bradley is a forgetful man.
He's not that smart, that is
Someone
true.
is using the fireplace.
Oh.
I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Okay, so let's go talk to old Winchester before we go into the house. The fireplace is being used. See, I didn't do that the first time I did this. I don't want to say what'll happen in case it happens again, and then it would ruin it for those watching, but I'm trying to do everything differently this time. That's why, other than the fact that I've made this character alcoholic, it's because I'm going
And
for...
strength build.
This entrance is still in use.
Oh shit, it's automatic. Damn it.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe.
Axe!
Talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
I mean, fuck it, I said strength build. I'm gonna do a dumb thing.
Give
Oh
me
my god.
Oh, it worked. Did not expect it to work.
Control yourself.
You go, little bastard.
You and I.
That was the dumbest interaction!
Understood.
I don't want to spoil what just happened.
The police report
It's too funny.
describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see whether...
I think the stream is behind.
Oh, it's like 30 seconds behind. That's why I'm not saying what happened yet.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked.
But yeah, like, I think it's up to date now. Yeah, like, I love that I just grabbed the axe as an act of intimidation and then immediately hand it back to him, thus defeating the point of taking it. You know when you're getting mugged with a knife and you like snatch the knife out of their hands and you go, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is yours," and you hand them the knife back because it's their possession. Why would you keep it? And then just
catching up now.
Yeah.
You're no match for me, Winchester. Stop.
You win, you crook. Take this key before I change my mind. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Okay. He's not going back to the house, right? I'm actually gonna check his house.
Let me be right back.
Okay, baby. Don't die.
I'll try.
This gate is locked.
But I just want to see what is in this weird old man's house. It's locked.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Okay. He's a bit of a drinker. So the cutscene at the door, I got that the first time I played through, and I was hoping I could like sneak by it and come right down here. There might be some different cutscene, but it might have ended up being some sort of cut content.
Rather Spartan. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
It's weird and disappointing. Because, yeah, you can sneak around and look through the window at the back of his house, but there's nothing to do there. But yeah, this dude lives in kind of really shitty conditions, considering the house of the people paying him. Like, he lives in a ramshackle wooden hut next to a stone mansion. That's...
He's just chilling.
Yeah, but I honestly, if it... I mean, mild spoilers, he didn't kill them. But if the story had turned out that he killed them, I wouldn't blame him.
I see.
Like, if you have enough money to own a stone mansion, your groundskeeper can, especially this size mansion for 3 people, you can let him live inside the house with you. Fuck off. Fuck off making him live in a shed down the bottom of the hill.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right.
Alright. Let's go into the not haunted mansion.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
So how's life, Grace?
Oh, you know. It's so bad.
That sounds like the voice of someone who's loving it.
It could be worse.
I mean, it could, but that doesn't mean you still can't vent or complain to friends.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Okay. Sumi, are you there? We're about to do another reconstruction scene where I want to test you, but also, before we do anything, I just want everyone to appreciate this plate of fucked up meat that they are eating.
Thanks.
Look at this weird fucking thing. The thing I'm staring at? That's meat. That's meat, buddy.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that one.
Yeah, you're not. It's not normal meat. I will tell you that. I literally can't tell you any more because spoilers. But those are eyes. Yeah. So Grace, just so you understand, reconstruction scenes is where, based on my stats, I reconstruct the environment to try to figure out what happened in a room. Because this game does actually have stats for investigation, spot hidden, psychology, occultism, medicine, strength, and eloquence. Eloquence being essentially the D&D version of, like, bluff. Or persuasion.
Sorry, I was just,
What
like,
kind of meat is this?
dumbstruck at how useless Macrogula has been today.
No, that's fine. So I've examined the meat, and my character literally knows nothing about it, so...
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Oh boy.
Something happened at this table. An argument?
So that's the current reconstructed scene. You don't need to... I'm actually going to tell you... I'm going to wait. Assume me. Don't make an assumption yet, because there's one following this that will elaborate on this. This is a 2-room scene, okay? Let's end this.
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Alright, so now we're going to move to where the fire actually started. In this totally, again, as I look through the hallways, not haunted mansion at all.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
It's a photo of Hawkins. I love this photo that just says it's Charles Hawkins in front of exotic ruins, and it's just the pyramids of Giza, as if that isn't one of the most well-known, like, sites on the planet. Also, I love that he's posed like an explorer when the pyramids of Giza are about a quarter of a mile away from the city of Cairo. You could take a morning stroll to them.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
There's a Pizza Hut that looks at the pyramids of Giza. And it is my dream one day to eat at that Pizza Hut. Alright, so this is the room where the fire started. And there is a...
They had a fight.
Why? The first room honestly isn't super important, but it could help you maybe establish the events of this room.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
I try to be as quiet as I can to help let Sumi think.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
God, I'm really out here having to cast a break.
Cast what?
Break.
What's break?
It's a no-cost roll skill. Basically what you gotta do when you have no mana.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Did they add that recently?
No, it's been here the entire time.
Break. I don't remember it at all.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Thank God.
Okay, back.
Welcome back, baby.
Hi.
Did someone escape the fire?
Alright. I'm gonna wait for the stream to catch up, and then Sumi, I want you to tell me what you think happened. Feel free to take a moment. We're at the scene of the fire, baby. We're at the scene if Sumi can piece together these clues. And also feel free to ask if you need any reminders, Sumi. They don't. We don't know exactly how it started, but there was actually something in this room that did kind of indicate. Keep in mind it was the 20s, so light bulbs were not as prevalent as they are now. Certain lights might have just been a flame. Fires used to be a lot more common.
You don't say with oil lanterns.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm just reminding, because when we talk about what started a fire, but we talk about it in a modern sense, we forget that like 100 years ago there was a lot more open flames in houses. Because even though electricity was a thing, there were still plenty of houses, especially in one like this, that's kind of in the backwaters, no pun intended, that didn't have electrical wiring. Or if they did, it was very limited. 100 years ago, they still had chandeliers that you had to, like, rope down to, like, face level so that you could, like, physically, with a match, light each candle, and then you had to pull it back up. There was... I did not find alcohol in the other room, Sumi, although it was at a dinner table, so there were glasses that could have had wine in them. For reference, Grace, I think you missed this, but Sumi basically nailed it so far.
Oh.
Better than I did. My first playthrough, so...
That sounds about right.
I don't argue, because Sumi is clearly a genius, but that's still a little hurtful to me.
Sumi is smarter than us?
That's true, but like it's still hurtful to acknowledge it, you know?
No, I don't. Oh, that's a good picture of fun.
Oh, Grace. Share some of your art with them. You made really good art. Good art.
Show us. Show us.
Just show that recent one you sent me of the oh no, I was gonna say the I can't remember if it was Chloe or Chloe.
No.
I think it was Chloe and that elf girl.
Any of them.
No, it was the little. I mean, it might not have been Chloe or Chloe, but I just think it was.
It was Yura.
Oh, was that Yura?
Nice.
Who's the tiny one?
So cute.
Yura's a tiny one.
Oh, I thought that was Chloe.
No, that's elf.
But it's
that's how tall cat girls are versus elves.
Oh, right, okay. But either way, like it's super cute. It's so good.
You have a really steady hand.
I feel like it's just the new stuff. Like, I have some sensitivity now. It's wild. I'm not used to it.
It looks
did you draw
really
it in?
nice.
I use Clip Studio.
Oh, nice. I only briefly used it like in college, and then I abandoned it.
I think it's a nice program, but I was only using like Psy before.
Down for a drink.
Yeah, I like Psy a lot.
Well, I never paid for Psy, so it's like paying for Clip Studio was better than pirated Psy.
Okay.
More or less.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Well, it was in
Sumi
a
said
clip like
something else.
$20.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
Well, it was good.
On sale, at least. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
cheap.
All right, Sumi. out of a grade of up to 100, I would give that summary in terms of accuracy 90%. Now, to be fair, 5% of it is something you literally would not guess, based on any reason, because it's like a plot twist thing. I'm not going to tell you what the plot twist is. That's it. You are actually incredibly on point. And it just makes me think I should have, like, had you join us when I streamed this the first time. I honestly didn't even make the connections about food till much later. Oh, and here's a cutscene to help you know.
Someone fell here. A desperate attempt.
Fun fact, in that cutscene, the doors, which one's closed and which one's open, switches. From what we just saw. There's no meaning to that, it was just a mistake, but... fun thing.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Oh, I wonder if my porn on Tumblr got flagged yet.
Almost definitely. I've been seeing stuff on Twitter about people, like, Tumblr posts that are just, like, GIFs from iCarly getting flagged as porn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, apparently anything can just be porn now. Based on their faulty algorithm.
They're still there.
You can see, so I believe they said that anything that you post that's pornographic, you can still see.
Mm-hmm.
But others won't be able to. If it hasn't been flagged, I guess there's some little red banner that'll say this is flagged as inappropriate. If it hasn't, then you're fine. Alright, so the top option dialogue here is to insult the police, so I'm doing that.
How do I log out?
Of Tumblr?
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, of course.
Hey, you know,
You can't.
Just delete your computer. There's no escaping Tumblr.
I don't know. It's seeming like it's making itself very easy for people to escape right now.
Yeah. Sumi, have you heard about the Tumblr failures? Their inability to understand their audience.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss.
I don't know how to log out, actually.
This cop just burned me. Jesus.
Cops do.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty. And the cop's just like, well, that must have been a loss for you. Called out.
You know.
I can tell where
Maybe
young
stop
Simon
drinking so
was,
much.
But not his parents.
Look, I started this game by chugging down 3 glasses of whiskey. I have established how this character will behave. Yeah, they're banning all not safe for work, including very weirdly worded phrasing, where they were like, female expressing nipples. Which is psychotic because it's like they're both trying to acknowledge, like, non-binary, like, kinds of people, but at the same time still demonizing the female nipple despite it functionally having no difference from male nipples. And it's very strange. It's a very strange form of progressive politics used to excuse regressive ideology. Also, it's just a fucking hilarious phrase.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark.
Oh my god.
Someone's hands. The left side.
What's up?
has
What
no
happened?
mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean,
Grace?
if it's Charles or Sarah, They wouldn't have left this.
Oh no, I was tabbed out because I was looking at your stuff, and then somebody, I guess somebody from the last raid was actually on my server, and they came to the FC house, hugged me, and said in say chat, "Thank you for the cards," and then they left.
Oh. Give them 420 gil.
I can't. They're already gone.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door
Ooh.
around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10
The
p.m.
clock burned before 10 p.m.
Possible.
But
To imply,
the fire wasn't reported until 3
Silas
hours
never
later.
would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed
But this
the
house
evidence
is only about an hour away from the
Your
police
clock
station,
must have
is what
already
it's
stopped.
implied as.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon.
I didn't catch that the first time, honestly.
I'm sure he took the matter to heart.
It's
So,
very
it
cool
is
to
me
me
if
that
I
the
validate
reconstruction
the
scenes have additional clues that will tell you more, but you don't actually have to hit them to finish the recreation scene. It's like, I didn't... What?
I got them on my friends list, and I'm gonna send them 420 gil in the mail.
Hell yeah. Post your Tumblr, baby. I don't see... Nope! There we go. That's a blowjob.
Oh wow.
Okay, it's there. Alright.
But
My
like,
blog is way too inactive.
I don't know if you've posted other pornography, but that's the only explicit thing I see.
Just a couple naked people kissing too.
So, that's a butt mouse pad?
Yeah, people do this.
You designed a butt mouse pad and you never even told me.
Gunny made me do it.
I don't know who Gunny is.
It's my friend.
Okay. Yeah, if there's porn, like straight up explicit porn other than the blowjob thing, then yes, it's been blocked. Otherwise, no, you're fine.
I mean, if the
firmly
butt
believe
pad,
this
the
fire
butt mouse pad is there.
Just an accident.
What's your theory?
Huh.
Okay, I have an image actually for all of you.
Sumi, I want your thoughts because you're the detective. If I've told this cop that this fire was not an accident, would you personally frame this as the couple had a fight and this was accidental, or this was some sort of crime of passion? I don't like Toad with human hands. Faith or Grace. I don't like Toad with human hands.
I think it's good.
It's terrifying and demonic is what it goddamn is.
Like in a good way. Also, Sumi, I still haven't. My
I
friend
think
was
the
just
Hawkins
messaging
couple
me.
got onto
They're like, "Oh yeah, I've already had like 5
There's only
extra
one way to be
Holy
sure.
Knights drop," and I'm like, "God, I want one.
What is
I
a
would like one?
what is a holy night?
It's the event craft essence right now in Fate Go.
Oh.
So like, you need 5
just
to
ask that
sort
you
of
don't
max it
disturb
out,
anything.
and with events, the
Chief
game always
West found
gives you
out about
4, but the 5th one is an RNG drop,
This
and
door
it's
is
a
locked.
very low percentage.
It's a
As
shame.
in, you
if-
can go 12 days without getting one.
It's a shame none of you live physically near me because I've had fairly good luck with random pulls for Leland.
Well, it's not so much pulls so much as you have to grind nodes.
All I'm saying is I'm a good luck charm for these games. Probably because I have no personal investment in them.
Are covered in dried blood. The same
Ooh.
bandages that I saw in the
Same
warehouse.
bandages from the warehouse.
And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Dun dun dun. Perhaps it was the same person who started this fire as we saw in the warehouse. Sue me. Leland, next time we
What?
go to pull a card, I'm gonna slap it on your boob,
Outside.
like the phone, and we'll see if it picks it up enough to activate the pull.
Okay.
Uh,
The
I've done
lyrics
it.
of The Drunken Sailor. The sea shanty.
did it work?
Yeah.
I love the way you said that. Yeah.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's
It did.
Frankenstein. Dated 18.
Was it a 5-star?
It was a 4-star.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Moby Dick. Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. Seems they got here around the 14th century. Darkwater history. This place was settled back in a book on hunting.
Sumi, Grace, give that a try.
Give what you try?
Apparently,
20,000 leagues
using your
across.
boobs gets you, like, high-level guy characters.
When you pull cards, like, use your boobs
There's
to tap the
something
screen.
disturbing about this painting.
I don't
There's
know if
something
that would
disturbing
work.
about this painting.
It got me a 4-star cameo from Mutapuri.
I don't think my phone screen
Greek
is sensitive
mythology.
enough to pick anything out.
Heck,
There's-
even
That's
the
it harder.
Isles of the Dead.
Yeah, I
I-
mean, Grace, have you
Is it-
tried believing in
The mother
yourself?
of Scylla. Sarah had done. The person threatened to call the police.
I don't want to do that.
Who is Anton Wellard? I don't remember him. Apparently, Sarah was terrifying people enough that this dude threatened to call the cops. Oh. Shit, rewind the tape. Anyone watching, please stare at the screen and tell me if you see a skull in a moment.
I thought I saw the what was it? Was the Shambler?
Something with John. It probably was the Shambler. But that's like a one-time. The Shambler is a fun guy who comes up later, and he is your friend, and he really just wants to hug you. Ignore the fact that his name is Shambler, but he's a friendly guy.
The boys' room.
Yo, this kid's cool as shit because he made fortifications out of books.
Dude, I can catch a screenshot of it. There, I caught it. It is the Shambler, I think.
Don't ruin it. I'll wait until the next time I stream so that Sumi can watch. I don't want to ruin her fun with our friend,
It's a Shambly friend.
he's our friend. Another reconstruction scene with the
Very
the
huggable.
boy. He's so huggable, guys.
Oh my god.
He wants to hug you with all of his talons.
All
I
of
need
his
somebody
arms.
to save my soul.
What?
I'm in I went from Rabanester to Ridorana, and you know the water boss guy?
Mm-hmm.
Vaguely.
His water jug just wiped out 5 members of my team in one go.
Mark
Nice.
Start the fight.
Sarah must have read it.
And that's
to her
not what I
before
want to
then.
see.
Time to quit duty.
Tempting.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
Speaking of the Shambler, it's gonna take a sec for the stream to catch up here, but
Oh! Dude!
sleeping.
He saw it.
Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
Oh,
What
fuck.
was wrong?
Oh, so for the clue I'm about to pop up, which is that the child was on sleeping pills, again, this game should make a better effort to remind everyone of how medicine was in the 20s. They didn't have child doses. There was no such thing as child aspirin. Like,
You just straight up gave him liver damage.
like, yeah, like, the sleeping pills fucked you up in the 20s, especially to, like, a child's liver.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
Just letting you guys know. H.P. Lovecraft had, like, a compulsive fear of hospitals and psychiatric doctors. But unlike Scientology, his was kind of well-founded.
That's fair.
Because mental wards and most psychiatric medicine was horrifyingly, like, awful for you. Okay, there's a secret in this room that we're gonna find real quick. Ooh, I didn't catch
The
this.
argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Oh shit, okay. I didn't find this first thing, but Simon's diary. Let's see here, Saturday. Today with Mother we played in the garden, but she is still sad. I hate it when she is sad. Is she angry with Father? Sunday, Father scolded me. He shouted loud and wanted to spank me, but Mother did not want him to. He's always angry. Why? There are lots of strange things in his office. I just wanted to look at them. Tuesday, I built a castle for Mother and me. I told her to come and hide with me. Wednesday, she's always painting monsters. I don't like her monsters. I have bad dreams and they come into my bedroom and look at me. I cry and Mother shouts at me. And Father says that I must take tablets. They are not nice. I don't want to take them. Next Tuesday, Mother is screaming again. She cries a lot. Father is sad too and angry with Mother. I don't know why. She blank. And there's a drawing of that weird-ass meat they were eating. Wednesday, Mother is sad again. At lunch we ate in silence.
Were they eating?
Yep. It was strange.
Oh.
Father said finish your dishes. We always eat the same thing. It looks like rotten fish and it smells very bad. Why does he always want us to eat that? It's not very nice. If we have to eat it again tonight, I will throw my plate on the floor and smash it. You nailed it, Sooms. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Why is Sumi so much better at mysteries than us?
Sumi's the all-knowing creator.
Sumi is the alpha and the omega. Oh, there's a secret somewhere in this room. Okay, there's...
Locked.
Maybe Victoria's Secret needs detectives.
Sumi,
gotta figure out
are
where
you
everyone hid the underwear.
Sumi, are you a detective for... Wait. Oh, shit. Oh.
Room revealed.
Oh, wait. This is her room. What did I get this key to? Oh. Never mind. It's not that big a deal. So, before I go in there, there's claw marks up and down these walls. Can I go in here?
This door is locked.
Damn it. I'll investigate your bra size. Sumi, that is my girlfriend. At least ask first. And I appreciate that, and I'm not saying don't, but at least ask her first.
I think I'm a 38 or 36B.
Come on. Come on, Sumi, be polite.
We can even out a bit.
Grace is tired of her titties.
Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such
I
a
remember,
treatment.
you know, if I treat boobies with you, I can't lay on my stomach anymore.
Yeah.
Which I
I just
will.
realized this.
That's a bit of a problem for her because that's her favorite.
I sleep like that.
I still
That sounds
don't
uncomfortable.
physically understand how you do that. Like, I don't really have tits either, but it's still incredibly uncomfortable to me. And when you just say, well, I don't have boobs, so it's fine, I don't understand you.
Perfect.
I think it was like the first day that we met up after I came back from China. I fell asleep on your bed at like 7.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
this is a
something?
lovely room.
And the first thing you said was like, I was asleep, but I heard you say that in my sleep. You were like, I can't believe you can fall
This
asleep like
ledger
that.
lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
I wanted to be like, get good, but I was asleep.
So I want to point out something interesting about this ledger. That, again, on the second playthrough, I'm realizing. So, like, we discussed earlier that about $60 in 1920s money was $855. So, like, her paintings May through August are selling for, like, $270, $410 in 1920s cash, and then the last two are given for free. That's strange. And
She's
also,
fucking rich.
whoever AD is, he bought a painting for $500 and
Seems the
returned
last
it,
one was given
which
for
is
free to
interesting that she
Mrs.
accepted a return.
Sanders. I wonder why.
Also, here's a creepy summoning circle.
It's where I sleep.
I fucking knew it.
It's where I was summoned.
Yeah, no, she was making a lot of money off of this.
This door is locked.
Alright, let's go talk to Bumble Cop.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Oh
Well,
shit.
Not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Well, yeah, I know. I saw those. It won't let me go through that door.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Okay, so I can't talk to Bradley yet, so there's something I'm missing. Let's go try that door again. Because, yeah, it's leading up to a door leading up to the attic, Sumi. And I want to see what's going on there. Scrape, scrape, scrape. But it's
This
locked.
door is locked.
So I need to... Maybe I can find a key in here. So what do you think so far, Sooms? Grace, any thoughts on this game?
I've mostly just been listening to the conversation and not watching the game, so I'm not sure.
That's entirely fair. Yeah, the scrapes are someone... It's whoever was dragging their hand along the door at the second scene, I think. I'm divorcing myself from previous knowledge and basing this on what I know right now.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Aww. This is a super sweet thing to say to your partner and not a horrifying, like, weird culty thing. Fate brought us together and forever it will bind us. That's what you say when you love your partner. In a
Maybe I'll
normal,
say it
healthy
to
way.
you.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Fate brought us together and forever it will bind us.
How cute.
So Sorry, let me rephrase this. What's the game y'all are playing on your phone? The Fate game?
Fate Go.
Fate Go brought us together. And forever it shall bind us.
Will it now?
Yeah, why not?
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
Oh, I can examine the circle. I just didn't see it. Okay, so first I have enough. I don't have enough CP to upgrade strength, so never mind. So here is my character's sanity meter. The stream we'll get to in a second. It's gonna lessen as I accrue mental traumas.
Makes sense.
Maybe just making those weird paintings in a circle. Hey, Sumi? You're probably not wrong. There's even an easel in here. You're very good at this.
Bradley?
Oh, I also want you to know my Alliance's tank is named Soul Bad Guy.
I feel like I've seen that guy before.
Guilty Gear.
Also, I'm going to hold the camera here so that everyone can see what's, I'm sure, a good thing. The door upstairs is open, though. Yay! I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen. Let's run on in.
Is anyone there?
I can't tell if these doors are extra tall or my character's actually like 5'6". Why not both? Oh no.
You.
Oh shit, my head was off the keyboard. Fuck.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise.
The man was hiding on the upper level.
I forgot there was a chase sequence, so I had taken my hands off to like grab my water bottle. And now let's just see what Bradley does. Just gonna hang out.
Just gonna creepily watch him.
Yep. Look. He's spent this time creepily watching me. Let me watch in return.
Okay.
Don't kink shame me. I'm into voyeurism.
The lyrics of
Uh-huh.
the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
I'll cover you.
Hey, could you get your gun out, Bradley?
This door was closed earlier.
Like, this dude did physically attack me.
Where did he go?
And he backed down immediately and got pushed
It
over.
looks like an old seaway map.
Okay. I'm going to ask this question to everyone in this room except Grace because she's not really watching.
Unfortunately, I am a nerve.
No, that's fine, but there's a puzzle in this room.
I don't see any way out.
Clearly.
I remember the solution. Would the people in this room like me to not just do the puzzle and let you figure it out? I will point out what the relevant clues are at the least, but yeah. I don't mind being slowed down. Like, if it would be fun for you, I'm fine with letting you solve the puzzle.
Certain areas. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. As if the bookcase has been moved several
I'm bad at
times.
these.
Seems like this came from a log.
That's okay. Alright, so let me just explore the room
They
entirely.
look like Celtic runes.
I've also tried swallowed another
Must have
pill.
brought them back from one of his foreign
Get
trips.
some water!
Charles Hawkins was
Lazy.
keeping her
Okay.
father's letters from her.
So these are letters. These are not relevant. These letters, but Charles was keeping letters from Sarah away from her. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut to what the puzzle is, but I'm not gonna tell you the clue. So we have this globe, some sort of circly thing here. You see, there's a pipe sticking out from it. Oh no, he's our friend. He's he's creepier because like it's the video game thing where character models are disturbingly perfectly still, that it just makes them weirder than like a normal human being. Because if this was a normal human being, he would have sat down on that chair, and would just be like, "Ugh." So yeah, some dude punched you in the face, right? Like we'd be talking this whole time. It's an unfortunate creepiness part on just video games in general.
Wait, there was a map, right?
Yeah. So I have this globe.
Seems to have been part of
No,
So-
there was a draw map.
Yes, there is. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to examine all the parts. Because Sumi wanted to try and solve it. So I can move this globe up and down. And all around. Also, just real quick, let's just see what kind of globe this is. Okay, so Ethiopia is now in Central Africa. We have the nation of Arabia. Indistan. We have the Eastern Chinese Empire as opposed to the Western Chinese. You know those Western Chinese. Oh, this is actually a fucked up old. This is actually a really old globe.
Looks like it's molding.
Well, like it lists the nations in North America as, I can't quite read that. Copper, Indiana, Canada, and Louisiana. So this is an old globe. This predates the Louisiana Purchase, probably.
I must have missed something.
So our relevant clues.
Looks like the navigational.
We have this map.
Described in the log.
I'm gonna stare at it until Sumi tells me to go to the other thing, which is that log manifest. So this is a map someone's added to this old sea map.
Don't know why, but for some reason my mind went right to like, I thought you were about to say this is a map of someone's ass, and I'm like, what? Why?
This is not a map of. This is a map of Gaia's ass, Grace, because it is the world.
Damn.
So up top, the straight red line is the Scylla, which has been mentioned. The dots are the second name. That's the Prodigal. The next one is the Orpheus, and then the last one, I definitely get why that's hard to read because it's like going over coastlines, is the Saint Claudine. But we can just call that the Saint for short.
Saul, bad guy, isn't tanking anything because he's a bitch.
Let me know when you're ready to look at other stuff, because there's another thing in this room. Because you can't control me, I'm just going to point out the actual relevant pieces that have the clues. I'm just not going to tell you what the clues are. Yes. So let's go to the log. Also, real quick, before I look at the log, I'm going to send this to Jasumi. Hey, if you do podcasts at all, here's a podcast. It's called Hey Riddle Riddle. I'm just sending you just the name. It's literally just 3 funny people talking about and working through riddles that you actually might find enjoyable. They're very funny, good people.
There must be a link with
Okay.
the Seaway men.
So, I mean, you can see the text, like, it shows the whole page. But the sidebar will have it in, like, just straight up, like, not pseudo-handwritten text if you need me to scroll through it. But this is a sailor's logbook. Are we?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
So, I'm looking back at the map because I feel like you've identified which ship you want to look at. So I'm topping back to the map for you. Okay.
There must be a link with the Seaway.
Do you want me to scroll down to a specific entry in the note? Okay. I just meant scroll down, like, for the legible text. I love to hear Sumi's thought processes because she's very in tune with
Looks like the
analytical stuff.
navigational paths described in the log.
Oh boy.
Is it not going well, Grace?
Going questionably.
Okay. And how are things going for you, baby?
Not so bad.
What you up
Talking
to?
about studying for the JPLT next year with Jimmy.
Oh, nice. Didn't she take it recently, or did she not pass?
She said she might not have.
Aw, poor girl.
It's pretty hard.
They got high
she-
expectations. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, and she doesn't come from a Chinese background like me, so kanji for her is more difficult.
God, we are going to fucking wipe.
Oh, I guess it is easier for you because, like, they just
Let me
basically they just stole the Chinese alphabet, didn't they?
Not alphabet, but yeah, they stole our characters.
So the top route Sumi, yes, that the Scylla is the solid line, the Prodigal is dots, the Orpheus is the pluses, and that's the one that goes south down to, I think that's Puerto Rico, over to Florida, and then the dashes is the St. Claudine, and that's the one that goes across the Atlantic up to, like, the British Isles. But, I mean, I think you once said that, like Japanese ripped off so much of Chinese that if you speak fluent Chinese, you speak a pretty decent chunk of Japanese.
You can read a decent chunk, but you can't speak it.
Oh, it doesn't sound the same at all?
Nope.
Okay. Wasn't to save, I'm dragging words out. Also, I got distracted halfway into the word.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
So you think the log is for the Scylla, huh? Do you want a hint from Will?
Yo, is one indivisible or is 3?
Both are indivisible.
Cool.
They're both
No,
prime.
apparently 1 does not count as a prime number, according to Final Fantasy.
Oh shit, actually, yeah, no, technically 1 isn't, because the definition of a prime is divisible by itself and 1.
Ah!
That said, most mathematicians would say, fuck you, 1 is prime.
You have killed me in this game.
You're welcome. Now,
No,
Sumi,
I'm the only thing holding this team
Will's
together.
hints have a cost, which is that each hint is only given after you give a compliment to someone in this voice chat. So you have to say a nice thing about someone here. Doesn't have to be me. It could be anyone. The price of my hints is positivity. Also, yeah, no, the cop's character model is still standing there fucking perfectly. It's weird. Aww. That's a nice thing to say about Grace. Okay, so let me tell you this right now. This log specifies in the last entry, it refers to the Scylla and the Hamilton as only memories. Which would imply that is not from the Scylla. Skyla? Baby.
Hmm?
Would it be the Skyla or the Scylla? I don't know actually how to pronounce Greek words.
I think it's Scylla.
Okay. That feels right, but I also say a lot of words wrong. So.
Because the Y pronounced as I is very English.
Okay. But yeah, so.
Looks like the navigational paths.
So.
In the log.
So Sumbo. That note references 2 ships that are not in it. And I'm giving you an extra hint here. So you should say something nice about another person here. But the Scylla and the Orpheus are not the ship. Because that note specifies that those are different ships than what's in that log.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
First one says we'll beat the Orpheus, and the last it says we've beaten the Orpheus, the Scylla and the Hamilton are only memories.
Okay, baby, I'm gonna switch to my
Looks
iPad
like
because
the
I gotta fix it.
navigational paths.
Okay,
described in the
baby.
log.
Love you.
BRB.
Be safe.
No guarantees.
No, do it, though.
Bye.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Oh, wait.
It's driving me fucking nuts.
Sumi, I'm going to give you a secondary hint. And I'm going to be honest with you. Here's the title of this hint. Will's stupid. And the hint is to ignore whatever the fuck hint he just gave, because he just realized he's completely wrong. And he solved this puzzle the first time purely by chance of just being in the general correct area on that globe with the wrong answer. So your theory was that it's the cell. Continue and ignore whatever the hell garbage I said because it was incorrect.
I have been in this fight for 10 minutes and I want to go home.
Dumb. I'm so dumb. Grace, have you tried leaving? And Tasumi, I will no longer try to point that out as wrong because I realize that you're right, as you kind of have always been so far. I need like a soundboard, and on that soundboard I need there to be a jingle that just says, "Don't question Sumi," as something to just remind myself when I talk to Sumi. So Sumi, I'll give you, if you want more hints I'll give them, but I'm not gonna force you here, because I have a feeling you're enjoying this. Also, good catch on... Oh, 1 sec. So, Sumi, good catch on Hamilton being captain. Grace, which fight?
Oh, the math man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you just finished it?
Looks like
yeah, that took 11 whole fucking minutes.
That fight is awful.
Yeah, well, only if people die a lot. And God, did people die a lot. I'm not sure how many deaths that was in total. Let me add it. I probably need a calculator. Hey, will you good at math?
I'm decent. Why? What's up?
You want to add numbers for me real quick while I say them?
Sure.
2.
Okay.
Plus 3.
5.
Plus 6.
11.
Plus 5.
16.
Plus 4.
84.
Plus 4.
84.
Plus 3.
84.
You...
Is that the last number?
No, I realized what you're doing.
No, it's 27. I am keeping a track. I'm just messing around too.
Oh, well then I
You're up to
place.
You're up to 27. So 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3. So 27.
Plus, oh God, I'm not sure where I was. I think plus another 4.
I just start over from the beginning.
Okay, so 5 plus 6 plus 5.
5 plus 6 plus 5 is 16.
Plus 8.
So 24.
Plus 3.
So 27.
Plus 4.
I'm pulling up for you, Sumi. So 31.
Plus another 4.
35.
Plus 3.
38.
Plus 4.
That's 42.
42
the answer
deaths in that fight.
is the answer to everything.
Huh. That's kind of surprising.
Have you read?
No, that people died. Yeah, I have. I will see the movie at least. People died 42 times that fight total.
A riddle for not really a riddle, but for both of you. My appreciation to whoever can answer it. What does 42 signify?
Meaning of life.
No, in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, what does the number 42? What do they decide that it should represent? Because it's not the answer to life; it is the answer to the ultimate question. But they don't know what they get the answer without figuring out what the question is. So, what do they decide the question should be when they pitch it?
Don't remember.
No, it happens in the books. There's a meeting where they talk about like, oh crap, we don't know what the the answer is 2, so they make up a question. What is the like question that they make up? Oh, you should. They're funny. They're great books. But they have like a focus meeting where they're like, all right, so we've got the answers 42, and this was like, wait, what was the question? And they just decide to bullshit it, and the question is, how many roads must a man walk down? Yeah, I do apologize for the quality of the stream, Zooms.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Would you like a hint, Sumi?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
It's listed on the map and in the log. The first and last entry have Darkwater Island starting them. And it is pointed out in the map
Like
as
the
where all of the
navigational
routes meet.
paths described in the log.
42. Where in the log do you see
There must
4270?
be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths.
God, playing
described in
Astrologian
the
and
log.
pressing Minor Arcana and getting Lord of Crowns is like... Masters,
So-
you giving Dobby a knife. That's what it feels like.
Real quick, Subi, 4270 is Darkwater. And to Grace, come again? Because I don't remember the mechanics.
Oh, in Astrologian, you know, when you hit like 70, there's this mechanic that like you can just Minor Arcana your card and get either the Healy card or the damage card. Based
No,
on RNG.
I didn't know that was a thing. That sounds good.
It's a thing. It's not like incredible, but it's not terrible.
Sounds nice. I mean, balance is hella useful.
Well, no. I said mini heal or mini damage, not a balance.
Wait, what's mini damage?
It's just a damage. It just automatically does damage. It's called Lord of Crowns.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And that's what I said, Lord of Crowns, the icon is a little sword, and that's why I said whenever you put in you either get one or the other, and it's random. That's why I said, like, it feels like, like Master is giving Dobby a knife. That's what it feels like.
I kind of get that reference, because I've never read or watched Harry Potter. But I know he's a character from it.
Yeah,
That's all I know.
God, my entire fucking team is dead, and I just don't know what to do. God.
Looks like the
All right,
navigational
Sumi.
paths described in the log.
I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Give me an answer.
God.
So, if you think it's where the whale was caught in the log, I'll pull up the log again.
There must be a link with the sea.
I'm gonna wait for the stream to catch up, and then I'm gonna give you 20 seconds to give me locations, because I think you know the answer. I think you're just being indecisive. All right, the stream is caught up. One might even say there's actually, you could have skipped the whole map. There's a pretty hefty clue in this log. That now that I'm pointing that out, I feel like you've seen it. Because it has highlighted it. There you go. Yep, you are correct. But also, yeah, it did, the first time I did this, I got so confused. And I, only on my second playthrough am I realizing it actually bracketed the relevant log right there.
Doesn't
Oh
work.
shit, I got the wrong space.
Looks like the navigational
I was a little
paths
too north.
described in the log. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Okay, so just south of Vaden.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work.
Oh,
I must have missed something.
maybe that's not right.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the
Seems like it
log.
would be. I'm not sure what's happening.
Everyone's fucking dead and I ain't got no fucking mana. Ah!
Oh wait.
Looks like the navigational
Oh.
paths described in the
No, you're right, but the globe and the map have different markings. Yeah. You are correct, but the globe and the map have different markings and you have to account for that.
Well done, Pierce.
Man, what could be down here? I'm sure it's nothing spooky.
Huh. Great.
Why are you laughing at us?
Oh no, this has just been a very, very unfortunate run.
Oh. What's been happening? And Tasumi, there's 14 chapters in this game. It's about a 10-hour campaign, honestly. Which is honestly good. Like, the pacing stays good. Oh yeah, no, we're not finishing this tonight. I'm stopping soon. But yeah, 10 hours is about the most I feel like a horror game can last before the actual terror aspect wears off.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel.
I was gonna stop after. We're about to get to
Someone's been here recently.
one more constructed scene, and then I'm gonna stop. I mean, I'm gonna hang out and chat with people, but yeah.
Oh my god, he's almost dead, but I'm the one who wants to die.
And also, yeah, like, the detective novel, like, I can't imagine a detective novel that's the size of, like, Infinite Jest. I'd stop caring a quarter of the way in.
Use this place. Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Certainly seems to be, huh?
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
It's a secret clue.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
So that's the recreated scene. Yeah, any thoughts, Sims? Hey, Grace.
Ah,
Are you having fun?
It's over.
Yay!
Like, I want to die. What the hell? That sucks. Everybody sucks. Everybody should just get better at the game so I don't have to stress myself out.
You know what? Fair. Alright. I'm not leaving the chat. I'm gonna chat, but I'm done playing games.
That's fair. Closing your stream.